and scanned the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Slot man moves right. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion right is Watkins. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Sammy Watkins from 19 yards away.
And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. And the slot man goes in motion left. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers to throw once more.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Jones is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And some space here.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Preston Smith there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, 48 yards. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to... Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Well, he has been...
Hello, new world. All the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping or what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I feel out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies subtracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My people's on skates. Holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What's your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch, I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan
From a yard out. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
To about the 26 here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The slot man in motion right. Rodgers throw taken in by Watkins here. They'll get it inside the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And the use of wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. After 1, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 is successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Matt LaFleur tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The slot man in motion right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And it's in the slot in motion left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 19 yards away. And the Packers get a bit closer. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A give to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's to Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the slot man goes in motion left. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. To throw is Rodgers.
And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. ball. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Tariq Carpenter. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers throwing here. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd love to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams,